Morning, everybody. Let's please stand for our opening song. We're going to do "My Soul Is Welcome Here." Isn't that one always fun to sing? All right. Say good morning to each other. All right, let's find our seats, everybody. All right, welcome to Unity of Flagstaff. All are welcome. If you're a first-time visitor, please fill out one of the blue info cards from the lobby. You can either drop it off in the basket later or hand it to one of our greeters. And a couple of notes for today. Matt is out sick for AV, so everybody online, please be patient with us today. Everybody in the room, also be patient with us today. We'll be running around back and forth doing that. And let's see. We're going to start off today with State of the Unity. All right? So let's get to it. If you could show that on screen, Selena. Let's just go through what we got here. So plan for the new minister. They're still actively searching. We're going to have Amanda Sue Briggs continue being here twice a month, and Charlie Tepper will be here as she's able. So you'll be seeing them. Our community, I mean, look at this. We almost have a full room. We're keeping together strong. That's fantastic. I love seeing that. Events coming up. We got Winter Solstice service coming up. That's going to be at 7 p.m. on December 21st. We're not going to have a morning service. Amanda Sue Briggs is going to lead that one. Okay? For Christmas, Amanda Sue Briggs is recording a Christmas message that we will put online for people to see, but we're not going to have a Christmas service. So just so if you want a message, we'll have one. And then Burning Bowl, Amanda Sue Briggs will also lead Burning Bowl for us. So that's what's coming down the pipeline. All right. How can you support Unity of Flagstaff? We appreciate you guys volunteering your time, and that's really the biggest need, especially coming up with holidays and special services, things like that. So if you're just sitting around with nothing to do and are bored, I got stuff you can do, so let me know. And then finances, we're continuing to improve our abundance consciousness that we're speaking every week. It's definitely showing, and I'll show you that on the next slide here. And we're going to start working on our 2026 budget. So it's important that if you haven't turned in your pledge cards, we need those. I need that data to help build the budget. Otherwise, we're just going to be guessing. And as always, we'll continue to build it on faith. But I would love some hard numbers too, so I'd appreciate that. And if you were interested in a QCD that we mentioned a couple of weeks ago, the deadline for that is December 31st. It needs to be done before the end of the year so you can claim it on your taxes. And just a reminder for that, there's flyers in the foyer for that. And the ones who arrange that are your financial institutions who you invest with. So it's not you donating money to us. They will get that all set up and then write the check to us and process that for you. Look at that, we're still trending up. This is working, our abundance consciousness is great. So keep it up, you guys. I love seeing that. And that's it, we're doing pretty good. So now hang on one second. Marilyn, if you'll come on up, please. We have one special announcement.
Hi, y'all again. Well, this announcement it's mixed. I'm here to let you know that our wonderful partner here, Selena, is going to not be working with us after the end of the year. She will be still a part of Unity. We're not going to lose her. We're just going to lose her working for us in the office. So she's going to go on to build her business and the things she has to do. So we want to wish her well, and we're sad that she's leaving.
We'll figure out, so even though she'll still be a part of the community, we'll figure out some kind of a goodbye party. I'll send out details in the newsletter. Yeah, we might do a New Year's Eve party. Okay. We're here to support you in affirmative prayer. We have 4 ways to pray. You can ask a prayer partner. Prayer partners, raise your hands. Okay, we got it. Okay, prayer partners will be available at the Serenity Room after service. You can call 1-800-NOW-PRAY, 24/7 for prayer. We have a prayer box. Michael, you're in the wrong spot. Prayer box over there, though. And you can also contact us here at the center, 928-526-8893. And on that note, let me invite up Selena to do our opening prayer. Trade your spots.
All right. Good morning. And I will be here until the end of the year as community care director, so do not hesitate to reach out to me. So let's get centered for our prayer this morning. For those of you who are comfortable, close your eyes and take a deep breath and let it out. Let go of all the busyness that filled your morning and just become present. Take another breath. As we enter into this time of prayer and meditation, let's open ourselves to new perspectives. Let's allow for new insights and new understanding. Today, as we contemplate virtues, we remember that God is in all things, from our deepest joys to our greatest challenges. We are one with God, and knowing this, we joyfully claim our divine identity. We are one with divine wisdom, and we know that it is there for us to access anytime we need it. And so we are grateful for this time together, a time which allows us to remember our divine nature and all the support this gives us. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen. Does anyone have any prayers or gratitude to share?
Is it on?
Yes.
I am so grateful. Someone from this faith community invited me to go to a meditation retreat for the weekend, and it was at Kadampa in Winslow. First time I've ever experienced anything even remotely similar to that, and holy smackerel. To say it was good for me is not to say anything at all. It was so good for me. I am so grateful for the invitation, and that this the temple is so close to where we live here. I'm just so grateful. Thank you.
We share that joy with you. I'm glad you had this experience.
Hello, to share gratitude for Thanksgiving and celebration.
Just hold it a little closer to you. There.
On Friday, November 28th, Gabriel turned 18 years old.
Yay!
So I'm grateful to be his brother and feel blessed. And it's a transition for both of us as he moves into young adulthood. Thank you.
We all celebrate that with you. This joy. Gabriel, happy birthday. Welcome to, not quite adulthood, but close there, right? It's a big step. And Susan, thank you for all the work you did. It is. Yes.
I want to thank everyone for such a great Thanksgiving that we had here. We had great food, we had great company, and it was really one of the best. And I thank everybody for it.
Thank you to Betsy and Marcia for putting on this Thanksgiving and making it possible for our community to celebrate together. 22 is what I heard, yeah.
Yeah, we started out with like 8. and it just kept growing. So we did good.
Just shows you our community likes to celebrate. Perfect. And eat, yes.
So I have a big gratitude that my mom was able to come and visit me this week. We haven't seen one another in a very long time, and we had lots of fun until I got sick, and today she is not feeling well, which is the only reason she's not here. But I also want a big gratitude to Marcia, who has been hosting her. She's a blast. And yeah, just I'm so glad also that when I wasn't feeling well on Thanksgiving, she was able to attend the potluck. And she said she felt so welcome and had so much love from all these people and had a beautiful Thanksgiving despite some changes in plans. So I am so grateful to all of you for that.
We celebrate that with you, even if it is kind of a mixed blessing. Did her trip go well? Because that's what we were all holding as well, right? Oh, that's good to hear. And Carolyn's mom's jewelry, right? Her crafts are going to be outside in the hallway, so I'm assuming you're stepping in for her to be selling, so please check that out after service.
I
Yes.
just wanted to say a prayer of gratitude that I'm finally feeling better after a 6-week-long sinus infection. I finally got the right antibiotic, and I'm just so grateful to be healthy and happy, and the blessing of the illnesses, it just gives you more gratitude for your health.
Yeah, it seems like the viruses this year are strong, and people are suffering a whole lot longer. So we celebrate with you that you are back. It's a day of Thanksgiving, clearly. Dixie?
The Wizard of Oz is my favorite book and movies. And my family treated me to see the second part of Wicked yesterday. And then I came home, and we all came back to my house, and I listened to the Broadway musical of Wicked, and then we watched The Wizard of Oz. So it was just a perfect day. And I am so grateful for family and friends and my health.
And I think we would all like to thank you, to wish you a happy birthday, even if you pushed it under the rug. So we have 2 birthdays. Anybody else? Oh, Sue has the, okay.
There, since the camera's fixed, I'll come up. I want to throw out a prayer request for my mom. Some of you who are friends with me on Facebook saw that we're trying to get her lift chair. With her medical conditions, she lives basically in an armchair between the living room and her bedroom, like she has to sleep upright in a chair. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to work with Medicare right now to get her a better chair for her room. But in the meantime, she really needs to get a lift chair for the living room. So I'm asking for prayers that we get that done, and I'm also asking if anybody is able to help us with any funds to get that. I know some people have given me some, and some of you are in the room, so I want to say thank you for that. I really appreciate that, and we're getting there, but as soon as I get enough, we're going to get her a chair for the living room ordered.
We will hold that vision for you and for your mom, that we see her in her comfortable new chair. Anyone else?
A second gratitude for me. My daughter is in contact with me again through texting. Hallelujah for texting. And she's 39 years old, and she's had about that many days of sobriety. So, woo, woo, that's good.
That's a big deal. We celebrate that with you. Okay. Yes.
I have a pretty good voice that carries, but I'm just really grateful that my granddaughter and daughter-in-law got to come on last Tuesday, and we got to visit NAU. So I think I mentioned this once before. Everybody remember that, because I'm trying my best to get my granddaughter here in Flagstaff with me, if at all possible, if she likes it. She really liked NAU, and the tour was awesome. We had a good time. And then we were here for Thanksgiving, and it was beautiful. We had a wonderful time, and my daughter and her boyfriend made Lynn, and my husband Dave made it. So that was really good. And I'd like for you all to remember us, because we are trying to make a decision about whether to move him to a new facility or not, and if it's the best decision. So keep us in your prayers.
Donna, we here as a community know that the divine lives within us. And we hold that you and your family are able to connect with your divine source and will be guided so that you can discern what's the highest and best for your husband, that you will receive the information. We hold that for you. And as for your granddaughter, we hold that the highest and best college experience for her is going to show up no matter where that is. We don't know, right? The universe sometimes has its own plan. So we hold for her that she is going to be happy and that she's going to get out of the experience what she needs to get. So.
I want to be gratitude and grateful for being able to be in Flagstaff. I actually had a Facebook post 10 years ago reminding me how we were doing a mini vacation out here in Flagstaff for 10 years ago. And just to think now that we actually live in Flagstaff, it's full circle, but mostly we're very grateful and thankful to be close to Grandma and to be able to celebrate Thanksgiving together. We had two of my three girls were able to join us for Thanksgiving. It was one of the best Thanksgivings we've had. Grandma was there, obviously. But being able to have 5 generations celebrating Thanksgiving is priceless, and I'm blessed and thankful for the opportunity and the experience to be able to have a great family.
We share that joy with you. That's amazing, Yesenia. 5 generations. Not everybody is as lucky as that, right? So I know Marilyn is grateful. And we as a community are grateful that you are here, that you are permanently here, and that you get to be part of our congregation. This may just be our service for the day. Yeah. So, all right. Who do we have next? So, Carolyn is going to be our platform assistant today. She's part of the minister nominating committee. She's our PA today. Volunteer, friend, all of it. Come on up.
All right, good morning, everyone. So I remember, I think it was about a month ago, when I got the email from Trina to the PAs about signing up to share our experience with tithing. My first reaction was, I don't know how much I would have to say. This is because for a large portion of my adult life, I've spent many a day worrying about how I was going to pay bills, make rent money, or pay off my student loans. Every chance I had, I would give money to my spiritual community when I had something left over after taking care of my financial obligations. And that giving always felt joyful for me. When I thought, only in financial terms, I would sometimes feel guilty about not giving more regularly, or feel envious of those who had plenty to give all the time. While I've experienced moments of faith that inspired me to give despite how the numbers looked in my budget or bank account, and I've had the similar experience as some of you have shared about then receiving a lot more than I expected shortly thereafter, there's a different way that tithing has more profoundly affected my life. As a teenager and college student, I was very shy and often doubted my abilities and also my value in the eyes of the world. I usually avoided taking risks and had little faith in myself as someone who had much to give in any sense. Although I was a scholarship student in college and usually financially struggling, a few opportunities came into my life for me to tithe my time. I was attending a church that needed help with their Sunday school program and childcare for various church events. Since I had some babysitting experience in high school, I was asked to volunteer in the toddler and preschool room for Sunday school. So, after a few months, spending time with those children began to feel easeful, and I felt a deep meaning from being with them. I became aware, as did others around me, that I had a talent for communicating with young children and for creating a safe and welcoming environment for work and play, learning and play, I should say. Through tithing my time every week for a few years, I became confident in my ability to work with children, and soon after college, I was hired to teach in an early childhood program. Fast forward 15 years, and now I have countless memories that I treasure from my kindergarten teaching years, and have even mentored a few new teachers along the way. Since then, I continued to volunteer as a Sunday school teacher or doing childcare in various spiritual communities that I was a part of. Making the decision to tithe my time in that first Sunday school class has changed my life, opened up so much of my divine expression, and made me richer in many ways. Another tithing experience came in my early 20s when my mom was working to coordinate volunteers to participate in Sunday service at the church that she was attending. She asked me to be a regular lector who would go up to the pulpit in front of the whole congregation, which was usually close to 100 people, and read that week's Bible verses. At the time, I felt very socially awkward and avoided public speaking or even drawing attention to myself in any way. But my mom has a way of talking people into things. So the next Sunday, there I was, getting up in front of everyone, steadying my shaking hands on the stand that held the big Bible. After I had done this a few times, congregation members I didn't even know were coming up to me after service and saying I had such a lovely, clear voice, and that I read the verses with a real feeling for their meaning. So I continued to face my shyness and social anxiety and kept regularly reading at Sunday service. I became more confident in my ability to speak in front of others and found an unexpected value in my own voice. For the last 7 years, I have worked increasingly with speech and language, guiding others, giving workshops, and even performing. As I was preparing to be PA today and working on a few things I'll be sharing this Friday at the open mic night, I remembered that younger version of me who wouldn't have dared to imagine the ways that Spirit has inspired me to grow into my own voice and to encourage and support others in doing so as well. I never could have guessed the blessings that would come into my life through tithing. Now, as I'm more financially stable and able to regularly give a portion of my income, it still brings me joy here to give my time at Unity as a PA, occasionally doing meditation or prayer, guest speaker, and on the Minister Search Committee. I know that the blessings that come from tithing my money, time, and spiritual gifts will continue to unfold. I'm also happy today to have my mom's beautiful handmade ornaments and crafts, which are a big part of her divine expression, for sale here after the service. Although she's sick today and couldn't make it in person, I feel blessed to share these fruits of her creativity and skill with you. And in our spirit of tithing, we'll be giving 15% of whatever is purchased to Unity of Flagstaff. Thank you.
So you all enjoyed our little video we shared last week, and I got another one for you. This time, it's from Girls on the Run. Lights, please. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kathleen Martin, and I'm Council Director for Girls on the Run of Northern Arizona. Here at Girls on the Run, we are on a mission to inspire girls to be joyful, healthy, and confident, using an evidence-based curriculum that teaches life lessons while incorporating physical activity and making it fun. This past season, we served 384 girls all the way across Northern Arizona, so that's Coconino, Navajo, Apache, and Yavapai counties. Thank you for your generous donation. It helped fund a lot of our scholarships for our girls. We generally serve girls, about 60% of them, with scholarships, so they wouldn't have access to our program without those scholarship funds. We also gave about 170 girls pairs of shoes and 150 girls pairs of, or sports bras, rather, just to be able to fully participate comfortably with their changing bodies. We serve 3rd through 8th grade girls, so as you can imagine, that's a challenging time, but a critical time to be teaching these lessons. So thank you so much for your donation. It really made a difference, and we're so happy to have you as supporters.
So this is one of the unseen sides of your tithe, you know. You tithe to Unity, and then we pass it along to different organizations, for example, Girls on the Run, but you never hear the result of that. So that's why we're trying to get some testimonials to you guys so you can see the full picture of your impact. And we couldn't do that without you guys. So that's fantastic. And spoiler alert, we might have another video next week. We'll just see how I'm feeling. All right. Now okay, so Ivana's mixing up my schedule here.
I think I'm mixing it up again.
Yeah?
I'm going to ask for your patience because we wanted to do the song first, so we need a good stay for it.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yes. Okay.
Okay, so you want to do the song?
Yeah.
All right. Ivana.
Everyone, please welcome Terry Allen, who has been so gracious to do this song with me. It's a song I wrote many years ago. There are your chords. And I'm sharing it today because it reflects the virtue of courage and of standing up for justice, even if you don't know the name of your neighbor or who is in need of your support and your courage. It's to ask that you do it anyway, because when we stand together for that justice and for kindness, we do make a better world. And thank you for your patience, Sean, and flexibility. Shows your virtues. Take it away, Terry.
I think I'm muted.
Oh, sorry.
I was Thank you, Terry.
It is my honor and privilege to welcome today's guest speaker, Ivana Fitzgerald. Round of applause.
I'm good. Mic's on. Okay. Today I chose the topic of virtues for the message because I really do believe this is one of the reasons we are in this world. We are here to have the opportunity to learn lessons, to strengthen our spiritual capacities, to strengthen our virtues. In this message, I'll be sharing a couple of stories that did have an impact on my understanding of virtues. But I want to start with some background. In my late 20s actually, in my late 20s, I became attracted to the Baha'i faith. And I remember in April of 2020, I called up my dad. And for the record, my dad's a priest. I was raised in the Episcopal Church. He's a priest. People want to know, how'd that go down? How'd it go down, you telling your dad that you were going to declare as a Baha'i? And I called him up and I said, Dad, I want you to know first that I'm declaring as a Baha'i. This feels like my faith. And he said, I'm very happy for you. This was not some, diplomatic response. Let's keep peace in the family. This was his genuine reaction. I am happy for you. I am happy that you have found your way to a deeper connection to God. And in the 5 years since, our spiritual connection has only grown stronger despite the differences in the titles. And my dad, he's probably one of the most virtuous men I know. And I think this story really reflects that too, that love and acceptance, openness and humility. When we're called to love our neighbor, we're not called to love our neighbor because they're like us. We're called to love our neighbor even with the differences. In the Baha'i faith, we recognize many divine teachers, Jesus and Buddha and Moses and others. And for those of you who aren't familiar with that faith, it shares a lot with unity because our primary teaching is unity. It's the oneness of God, that there is but one God. And the oneness of religion, that all these different faiths are really a part of the same river, teaching about the same God at different points along that journey. And the oneness of mankind. So I'd like to borrow another story from my father. When I was about 13, he gave a sermon that really stuck with me. He was talking about the miracle of the fishes and the loaves. I don't know how many of you are familiar, so I'll share the abbreviated version. Yeah, we got some, yes. I grew up with this, Sunday school and church camp, so I'd heard the story. And it's where, thousands of people came to watch Jesus teach. And the disciples realized they were hungry and they didn't have anything to feed the masses. But this boy, he came up and he volunteered his lunch of 5 loaves and 2 fishes. And Jesus gave thanks, and he passed it to the disciples to pass through the crowd. And as they passed it through the crowd, it multiplied, and it fed the 5,000 plus people with 12 baskets left over. And my dad said, yes, this was a miracle, right? Multiplying food is a miracle. But what if the story was really about the boy showing his generosity, inspired those in the crowd, changed their hearts so that those who did have food and were holding it back for themselves brought it forward to share. And because of that sharing heart, there was enough for all to eat and have abundance remaining. What then would be the greater miracle? And for me, that message was clear. The greater miracle is the changing of hearts. Right? The greater miracle is when we show up with love and generosity, because that's a miracle that carries forward and has untold bounties. Incidentally, I did ask my dad. I was like, "Dad, what do you think happened?" And he's like, "Oh, I think he multiplied the food." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, there's another virtue, openness enough to share a story, even if he doesn't adopt it as his version of the truth. Baha'is, we also teach everlasting life, that, after this life, there's still more life. Our soul goes on. And there is a story in the writing that likens this world to the world of the womb. And when a baby is in the womb, it develops capacities that it doesn't need in that world, like sight and grasping and hearing. These are capacities that are developed for the next world. And like that, in this world, we develop our capacities for virtue, our spiritual gifts, for this world and for the next. Because how do you develop the virtue of generosity without lack, of charity without lack? How do you develop the virtue of truthfulness if there's no inclinations toward deceit? It is by these limitations and these hardships that we get the opportunity to strengthen our virtues. And our virtues are the way in which we are made in the image of God. These are all reflections of the divine, and we all have that capacity. And we sometimes look at the challenges of life and we're like, gosh, God damn it, why are you doing this to me? But those are the real opportunities of why we are here. Why not just stay in the world of the spirit where everything is the perfect 86 degrees or whatever? No, we need the light and the dark. We need the hot and the cold, the good and the bad, to strengthen who we are, to know who we are, to be in contact with those virtues. So on that note, we will go into our meditation. Take a few deep breaths, center into who you are. And I invite you to feel that breath as if it is coming through the top of your head, breathing into the core of your being. Imagine a light coming in through the top of your head, illuminating who you are, activating your energies within. In this space, I invite you to know that you are loved. You are loved. You are so very loved. I invite you to consider a virtue that you may need to strengthen within yourself. And set that intention to strengthen this virtue, to bring that into the world that you are in. And as you move forward through this day and through your life, look for those opportunities, even those challenges that provide you that chance to strengthen your virtue, to show your strength. Again, I would like us all to center in the virtue of love. Breathing in love. Breathing out love. Love for yourself. love for the world, love for God. Thank you.
I have found a hole in the center of the heart, through which a thread goes, enters and departs. It's fastened in the middle to inside me, from where it then continues through the heart of everything. So when I get a feeling like pulling on the chest, I have to ask if that was me or one of the rest. Sometimes it's painful, sometimes just a tap. Sometimes it happens violently and knocks me on my back. When pain is not just mine alone, that's when I know somebody's tugging on the string. When I start shaking like a tremor in the ground, or an organ piping rank when it's resonating sound, such a fine emotion of such intensity takes a hold, and I know that it can't be only me. Then I guess it's someone maybe far away, grown a little tired of the instruments they play, somehow has discovered that universal thread and reached out a courageous hand and plucked that chord instead. When life seems like it's only music, then I know somebody's playing the string. Sometimes when I stand beneath the sky at night, I take up the slack till the string is tight, staring at the stars. I take a step or two and I see them move. I think I see them. Everything's connected, like peas are in a pod, beads upon a necklace, decorating God, going around the rosy, we're all in the ring, hand in hand like a strand through the heart of everything.
It's time for our celebration of abundance. And to get us in the mood, I'll tell a quick joke while they're getting ready back there. So, if you're American going to the bathroom, and you're American when you're back from the bathroom, what are you when you're in the bathroom? European. And on that note, come on up, Betsy.
Depends on what country you're in. Our board consciousness, abundance.
We
Our abundant, thriving community. Let's do it again. We are abundant and thriving community. Our second board consciousness is the new minister. We are attracting the best new minister for Unity of Flagstaff, who leads and inspires us into the next phase of spiritual growth and service. We release our limitations and give from abundance. We are abundant. Thank you, Spirit.
Okay, go forth. Okay, I'm here to remind you about ways to give. We accept cash or check. Zelle, if you're interested. This QR code works best when opening your banking app. This is also in our newsletter, so we're not going to hold that up right now. I love checking snail mail, P.O. Box 1740, Flagstaff, Arizona 86002. And if you're interested in a QCD, the information's out in the lobby. Just the main points are you must be older than 70 and a half to qualify, and you have to have funds in an IRA. Silent auction ends today. Let's see who our winners are.
Hold it. I haven't looked yet. I'm supposed to get one.
Oh. Okay. You want to be quick, Michael? I'll read the rest of the. Okay. All right, here. If you could help me, Betsy. All right, these aren't in order, but for number 4, the angel, Matthew Winter. I don't know if Matthew's in the room. That's fine. I'll find you. Okay. The number 5, the giant block, John Missler. Okay. The next one, birds. Our birds winner is Ryan Howard. And he's also not here, but I'll find him. They all knew I was going to hit him up for money today. Let's see, number 2, fall foliage at the lake. And the winner, it just says Michelle. So whoever you are, Michelle, I'll be in touch. With it. With an LE at the end? That's Michelle. And then Ocean. Nobody bid on Ocean. There's your chance, Michael. All right. Okay. Now, where'd my clicker go? Okay. Open mic night's coming up. Look at our fancy new flyer Sandra made. So let's do a round of applause. She's not in the room, but she's watching. Thank you, Sandra. Unity Coffee Hour, December 3rd. Be there, be square. Right, Kate? Okay. Food drive, we're still collecting food. The box is over here, and we are taking it weekly. So if it's empty, that doesn't mean we're not getting stuff. That means we're taking stuff. So please continue donating as you're able. Our pledge drive update, we're up to 54% of our goal. So for those of you that still have one of these, please return them as soon as possible. I'm going to start working on the budget for the board, and it'd be nice for me to give them some real hard numbers to put in. Yes? Where do we put that? Basket. Or you can hand it to me. Here. Yay. Okay. Next, Last thing on this. So with us having 54% of our 2026 goal, any of you ever try to plan something and only have 54% of the funds? You ever try to go on vacation and you only have 54% of the funds? Think of it like that. So this would really help us out if you can fill out a pledge card. I know a lot of you love to give regularly. And so, I mean, that's all I'm asking for is just that information. And they're available out on the foyer. And all of our friends who are down south in Phoenix for the winter, don't worry, you'll be getting one in the mail. Winter coat drive. We're going to continue the winter coat drive through winter. Winter's a nebulous term, so as long as the box is out, we'll keep collecting and turning those in. We're going to do it in batches instead of just collecting a massive amount and turning them in. It's much better for us to get them on people and usable as soon as possible. If you own a local business, you can advertise with us. Here's the information there. It's also in our newsletter. Here's our current sponsors. And our website, okay, I know you've been real patient with me. We're nearing the end of the tunnel. I've transferred the domain from the old website to the new one. The old website is completely taken off the internet and scrubbed. I've got 2.5 more pages to do on the full website. And then once it gets edited, we'll be live. So I'm hoping within the week, but please be patient. Pay attention to our newsletter for the latest info, because right now, you're not going to find a website. Calendars are for sale, $10 each. They're out in the foyer. They're beautiful. I highly recommend it. They'd be great Christmas presents for your Unity friends and family. Yes, Don. Nice. So apparently they're coffee proof for those of you that are online. So there's another incentive to pick one up. Here, what are we missing in the corner? Yeah, Christmas tree. Today's the first Sunday of Advent, and I totally dropped the ball on that. So is anyone available tomorrow at noon and able to come help put up the tree? Let me know after service. I could use a few hands getting that set up. And ornament sale out in the foyer. Check it out. There's some great stuff out there. Yes.
We have way too many beverages for our Thanksgiving feast, and there's a bunch of unopened soda in the fridge, so take it, please.
Okay, there's some leftover, well, it doesn't matter for anybody online, but if you're during the week, we got some leftover beverages from the Thanksgiving celebration in the fridge. Please take them. Okay, Flagstaff Family Food Center is coming up. There's a sign up in the foyer, and I think we're done. All right, come on up.
And I'll tell you, doing the budget last year with no numbers and no clue was quite a challenge. So thank you, Sean, for helping make it a little bit easier this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for this bounty. Thank you for this community. Thank you for the good we do and will do. We are joyful, and so it is.
Thank you. If you'll please stand for our closing song, we'll do a reprise of My Soul is Welcome Here.
I'm in the right place at the right time.
You'll please join me in the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. Claim the light. The love of God enfolds us. Claim the love. The power of God protects us. Claim the power. The presence of God watches over us. Claim the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Great and amazing week, everybody. Thank you.